What's up, y'all? Chris. Going to give some predictions for UFC 160 going down on Saturday. If you're a fan of the sport, not just a casual fan, this card is stacked. I was looking at it the other day, and obviously the two main co-main event have big names, but aside from that, not a lot of big names spread throughout the card. But that makes no difference to me. You just look at the matchups. This is top to bottom. This is pretty much a solid card. Maybe there's like one or two fights at that I have no interest in, but otherwise, man, this is a strong card. So I'm looking forward to the whole event. Anyways, I'm not going to bother breaking down all the fights. I mean, it's too many. It would take too long. But I mean, toss-ups almost. Brian Bowles, George Root, Nashon Burrell, Stephen Thompson. Oh, I favor Burrell. Khabib, man, this guy's name. Nurmagomedov against Abe Trujillo. Dude, that's going to be a good fight. That's a toss-up. Rick Story, Mike Pyle. Another one's going to be close. All right, on to the fights I'm going to pick. Donald Cowboy Cerrone taking on KJ Noons. As long as Cowboy doesn't get in the same fight that he did against Nate Diaz, he should win this fight as long as he doesn't try to box KJ straight up. He'll lose that battle. But if he mixes in the kicks or takes this fight to the ground, he wins. Either by, just being a better striker or being a better guy on the ground. But Cowboy better get the win here. Gray Maynard, TJ Grant. Surprised to hear that the winner of this fight is going to be the number one contender for the lightweight title. Favorite Gray Maynard. Grant's been on a run as of late. I think he's won 4 straight. And even though Maynard didn't look all that good against Clay, but that's because Guido is running like crazy. Gray, I mean, what's he got? Like one definitive loss to Edgar. Aside from that, he's pretty much been pretty solid. Grant, at least he won't be oversized by Maynard, but either way, I go with Maynard by decision. Glover Teixeira, James Tahuna. Good fight. Two guys with some serious power. Stay standing for a long time. Might favor Tahuna, maybe. Worried about Glover's chin, the way he was rocked by Maldonado after Maldonado was already battered in their fight. But I favor Glover. I think he's a better fighter. I think he's more well-rounded, especially if this fight goes to the ground. I see him submit Tahuna. And I think he's a little bit more versatile on the feet. So I'll go with Glover to win this one by decision or submission. Good fight, though. Co-main event tonight, former UFC heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos taking on Mark Hunt. Obviously JDS didn't look so good losing his title to Kane his last time out. But even though he was getting crushed the first 3 rounds, he hung in there tough in the latter 2 rounds when Kane had gassed out. He wasn't doing so bad. So he showed heart even in getting beat the hell out of early on. Hunt, he's on a run. Speaking of guys on a run, 4 straight. Coming off that knockout win over Stephon Struve where he cracked his jaw in half. Good fight. I'll say this. If JDS wants to just stand and trade all day with Hunt, he has a chance of losing. I mean, Kane rocked him in the first round of their fight, and Hunt hits as hard, if not harder, than Kane. That said, JDS is much more swift on the feet, much more versatile. He could throw at hands. He can move. He doesn't need to stand there, stand in the pocket and box with them. And another fight. If he decides to take this fight to the ground, he should be able to submit Mark Hunt fairly easily. Mark Hunt's got a puncher's chance always, but got to go with JDS to win this one. Although I don't think JDS knocks him out. Goes to a decision or JDS by submission. All right, main event of the night, UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez defending his title against Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Who would have thought a year ago this month when Cain made the octagon look like the scene of a homicide after he absolutely bludgeoned Bigfoot, these guys would be fighting a year later for the title, no less. Particularly Bigfoot. But it is what it is, Bigfoot upset over him, and he's got the shot. I don't think that this fight is going to be as one-sided. I mean, I'm not saying it won't be one-sided, but I don't think Cain's going to finish him off as quickly as he did in the first fight. But I do think he's going to win this fight. Bigfoot's a little bit too slow on the feet. Cain can use his wrestling to get Bigfoot down, as we saw. Bigfoot may not be in the best position when he's on his back against Cain. However, if Bigfoot can keep this fight on the feet, he's got a chance. I mean, people are saying he has no chance. He has a chance. I mean, the dude is huge, and he hits hard. We saw Cain, the one fight he lost, to JDS, he got knocked out. And he's been stunned before by guys. Check Congo. So he doesn't have like the strongest chin ever. It's not like he can't be knocked out. That said, Bigfoot's a little slow. Usually sees punches coming. Then Kane could crack him on the feet, hurt him, and then finish him off on the ground. Or just use his superior wrestling. Take Bigfoot down, ground and pound all day, till Bigfoot gets worn out. I'd be surprised if this fight goes the distance. It's probably the one fight on the card that I think has the least likelihood of going the full 5 rounds. So, give me Kane, probably somewhere in the 3rd round, 4th at latest, to win by TKO. Alright, that's it for now. What are your guys' thoughts on the card, on the fights, which ones you're looking forward to? You should be looking forward to this whole event. But if you're not, just let me know which fights you're interested in, who you think is going to win them and why, particularly the main and co-main event. That's for now. I'll be back to talk about this event most likely Saturday night afterwards. But until then, everything science finance related, as well as Twitter and the information part of the video as always. Till next time, I'm out.